How's it going, YouTube? Raj here. Today I am back with another video in the Scents of the Week series. This is a series on my channel where I will share with you some of the fragrances I've been wearing over the past week, or this time it's over the past 10 days, and these could be small samples, decants, or full-size bottles, and I've got a mixture here. All of the names of the fragrances along with the timeline are down below in the description box. So let's get into number one. And number one, yeah, actually that's pretty appropriate because this is, you know, the best fragrance I've ever tried and still own. There are a couple of other fragrances pushing for that number one spot, but at the moment nothing beats Clive Christian's C for Men. I've been into fragrances for, you know, several years now, and still nothing I've tried actually beats this. I wore this on, it was a special occasion, and I only reserve it now for special occasions. It is a fragrance composed of leather, smoky, smooth also, and there are lots of spices. There's some oud in the dry down. You get a kind of smoky incense vibe, a kind of sweet, fruity raspberry note in there as well. Nothing over the top, nothing in your face, as long as you don't spray too much. You know, in the wrong hands this could be pretty lethal stuff, but very regal, very luxurious, a very rich and deep scent, and I love wearing this on those special occasions, and it is reserved for those times only. Clive Christian's C for Men. Going on to the second fragrance, this is a decant. This is Tom Ford's London. So Tom Ford's London. So I've been looking forward to wearing this fragrance for a long time for two reasons. First of all, because of the notes, and first of all because, you know, I'm from London, so I was looking forward to seeing what this fragrance could do. It's only exclusive, only available at the moment anyway in the new London store in Sloane Street. And the top notes for this fragrance are black pepper, saffron, cardamom, coriander, cumin and coffee. Middle notes are geranium, jasmine, incense and labdanum. Base notes of agarwood, musk, birch and cedarwood. So, you know, I've got to be honest. I was expecting a lot from this fragrance, and it's actually my scent of the day. And today was the third day I've worn it. You know what, I'm a little bit underwhelmed, a little bit disappointed, and I don't dislike the fragrance, but I definitely don't like it. So far, you know, third time wearing it, a little bit more than first impressions, but yeah, not a good start, not a good start. What I get from the opening of Tom Ford London is a watered down version of Musk Kublai Khan, which is a fragrance from Serge Lutens. It also reminds me of some of the now discontinued musk collection from Tom Ford in his private blend. A dirty musk, a sweaty musk. There's some cumin in there, which adds a spiciness rather than a kind of, sometimes cumin is associated with body odor, it adds more of a spicy quality here. There's a bit of incense in there, but I get more saffron actually, so saffron and cumin, really quite fiery in the opening blast. It then comes down into a kind of dirty, campfirey, mouldy type wood scent. And it's not really enjoyable, if I'm perfectly honest. It's a little bit weird, it's a bit different in the context, or, you know, when compared to all the other Tom Ford private blend fragrances. It's a different style, a different direction, which is good. It's good that he's tried to do something different, but I don't think it works. Performance on this is alright, nothing special, you know, to be honest. I get about, oh well, yesterday I counted 5 hours, and then a couple of hours on top of that where it was quite close to the skin. But yeah, first impressions, nothing spectacular, not awful. But I was expecting a lot more. And even if this wasn't London, even if the notes were, you know, slightly different, I probably wouldn't be thinking anything different of this fragrance. You know, got to test it out a little bit more. So a fragrance which I've just been wearing, haven't worn too much of it, and again another one I need to test out a little bit more. You know, I'm working up a decant. This is from Roja Dove. This is Roja Parfum Aoud. Whoa. First thing I have to say about this, actually, to be honest, is the price. Because this is like bordering on just madness, and a lot of Roja Dove fragrances do. 100 ml will cost £495. It's available in a few other places around outside of London. I think that's now available in New York, maybe Russia, maybe Dubai, not 100% sure. And you're probably looking at like 700, 800 American dollars. And he has a trio of oud fragrances. Actually, I think it's pronounced Aoud. I think it's pronounced Aoud, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm going to say oud. He has a trio. This one, amber oud and musk oud. None of them are loud, in-your-face fragrances. They're very elegant, very refined fragrances, very luxurious, top-quality ingredients used, without a doubt. But is it worth the money? That's why I got a decant. Oud starts off. I've got the I've got the note breakdown here actually. Top notes of bergamot, lemon, and verbena. Hot notes of geranium, jasmine, rose, and ylang ylang. Base notes of ambergris, oud, cashmere wood, cedarwood, cinnamon, leather, musk, nutmeg, patchouli. There's a few more notes. Rhubarb, saffron, sandalwood, and vanilla. So, you know, a lot going on in the base. And actually, a lot of Roja Dove fragrances have this structure. They have a kind of citrusy opening, some florals going on in the middle, and a very, very large list of base notes. And sometimes they're often referred to as deep base notes. So, just knocked over half the bottle here. But yeah, so the opening, you get this kind of fresh bergamot, bitter greenness, which is all surrounded by a kind of ambery quality, a kind of floral ambery quality, like a rose is the one that comes through the most. The rose here is more, I think Turkish rose is the type of rose which is very fresh and quite uplifting, and that's what I get in this fragrance. The base notes is where this fragrance really kicks off. The oud, I think, I was told anyway, it's from Cambodia, and the oud here is really sweet, slightly smoky and slightly spicy, but sweetness, very thick and resinous, surrounded by a little bit of tobacco, a kind of dry hay type tobacco note in there, and a sweet wood scent, I think from the sandalwood with the vanilla adding to the sweetness, and it's really addictive in the base. And I have to say, it's top quality. It's really top quality. Performance is an issue though. It doesn't last a huge amount of time. You think it would, but it doesn't. About 6 hours, a couple of hours on top of that. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure about the price, to be honest. I mean, when you're charging £500, you've got to be spectacular. And a lot of Roja Dove fragrances are overpriced, I think. But good quality, and you know, if money isn't an issue, try out this and his other two fragrances in his oud collection. Going on to the final bottle, this is, oh wow, Frapin's 1270. One of the best sweet fragrances out there, but never the over the top. This is not a childish sweet fragrance. This is sweet fragrances for the grown-ups. There's rum. There's an orange liqueur vibe, there's raisins, there's a vanilla ice cream type vibe here, mulled wine accord. These are all things I've mentioned in my review of this fragrance. And the thing with Frapin 1270 is that actually I've been getting some pretty good performance recently. It's slated, this fragrance, and a lot of fragrances in the house are criticised for not having good performance, and dying off after a few hours. This one actually, the other day I got 8 hours, which I was a bit surprised by. I don't really normally get that type of longevity, but really performed well, and I love it. It's a compliment getter. Usually sweet fragrances are, and this is one of the best. So, you know, what I will say with a fragrance like Frapin 1270 is that if you're looking to get into, if you're looking to spend a little bit more than you normally do on fragrances, but you don't want to spend anything too crazy, I'd say check out a fragrance like this. I don't think you'd be disappointed in the scent, maybe in the performance, maybe. So that's it. That's it, guys. What have you been wearing? Over to you now. What have you been wearing? Let me know in the comments if you can. I know there's something going on with Google Plus. Just link your account to Google Plus and comment, and let me know what you've been wearing recently. And yeah, always great interacting with you, and it's good to be back. I'll see you guys soon.